Hello, welcome to my page where we do all things planning here in my passion planner. So the size that I have is a small one, which is a Monday start as well. And as you can see, I got all of my post-its for me to make sure that everything that I need will be added onto this week. So it's the easiest way that I have found, instead of having to, let's say, put it in pencil, having to erase it, and then obviously forgetting. So what I'm actually going to be using today, I just got, actually this is a side note, these 3 new sticker books from the new launch from Happy Planner. So I got that one, I got this smiley face one, which I'm actually very much obsessed with, and I ended up getting the Homestead sticker pack. So I am going to be using this one today. The other 2s I will use in a different time, but for today this is going to be the inspiration and the stickers that I'm going to be using. I'm so excited. Anyways, I also ended up getting more stickers, icon stickers from Daisy Paper. I've gotten them before and I'm pretty sure they are going to be my go-to for these micro icons, because yes, I still have the other ones, and then I'm using up all of these papery ones as well for my icons. And of course I have my Maker ID label printer, which I printed out some titles that I'm going to be using in my planner as well. So I have all of these good things happening up in here, but first things first, we got to erase, or basically white out, these bars. Again, the reason I do this is because I like to see my colors crisp, especially for my washi. Although I won't be using washi tape today, I'm actually going to be using some of the stickers in that sticker book. It's still great, so you can like really see what you're using more crisp or more clear, and you don't see the black kind of surpass through it. So anyways, let me just finish this up really quick. Before I continue, I love, and I might be the only person that does this, but I actually rip them out of the actual booklet because I love to mix and match as much as I can, and this just makes it a lot easier. Instead of having a bunch of books out, I just have the papers out. And one of these days I'm actually going to be doing a kind of video of how I organize all of my stickers. I do have them by what their sticker books are, but just kind of in this paper organizer thing that I got. I'll show you one day. One of these days I'm gonna actually do it. But for now, I'm actually going to take these apart so that I can see, pick and choose. I'm actually doing this as I'm going, but what I'm going to be using today, and then put away the rest for now. So anyways, because of that, now I can grab the stickers that I'm going to be using as if they were washi tapes, and actually get decorating from the get-go. So let me just go ahead and do that. Now that I at least have those basics first thing I ever do is obviously get to the actual planning part. So basically using my time blocker, I do want to make sure that I have everything from those post-its plus extra that I actually find when I'm actually going through and doing my planner. So all the time blocks, I basically see what extra time I have available in the day, and that is how I add in different things. And you will see for today I'm going to be adding things like watering my plants, hopefully remembering so that they don't die on me, taking walks with my dog, like different little things like that that I add into my planner once I know all, at least the important things, the basic things, the things that happen every single week are already in the planner. So you might see me go like in and out trying to figure out different things as I'm doing this. But yeah, that is just the way for me to be able to understand and how I'm utilizing my time. I kind of have talked about this before in previous videos. Also, side note, if my voice is cracking and it sounds weird, it's just because I'm getting over a little cold, and the first thing to go is always my voice. So anyways, that was a side note. One of the biggest things that I have learned with utilizing a time blocker is that point exactly. It is literally understanding where your time is being utilized and how you can prioritize different things by making sure that you are completing tasks in the allotted time that you have set, plus adding things into your planner where you have extra space. Of course, we don't want to be cramming all these things and then getting overwhelmed because we are actually making ourselves more busy than we actually should be. So obviously having some form of break in between different types of tasks is important, even if it is just the 30 minutes. For an example of this planner is by 30 minutes. But even if it is just something like that, you are able to at least give yourself a little bit of a rest in between doing all the things that you should be doing. And plus, when you actually do utilize something like this as a tracker, as a time blocker, you can see where you are spending the majority of your time. If you find yourself saying that you don't have time to do different things, well, utilize something like this where you can actually see where is it that you are spending the majority of your day or the majority of your time, and see if you can shift things around to fit in those priorities that you might be, not prioritizing and should be prioritizing just because you keep saying that you don't have time. So that is basically one of the main reasons I've been able to do time blocking, or have been doing time blocking. It's basically because of that. I kept finding myself saying I don't have time, but in reality, when I block it off in this way and actually prioritize, okay, I'm going to make sure that for this hour to this hour, I'm really focusing on this one task, then I actually make sure that it is actually getting done in a timely manner, but then also making time for other things because I'm not procrastinating or doing multiple things at once. And that's, we're all guilty of it. We all have our days where we are multitasking like no other, but making sure that you're actually prioritizing all the things that you should be doing, that is the way to go. So anyways, I could literally be talking about this forever and ever and ever because it's such a passion of mine, being able to not just show you how it is that I'm time blocking, but also show you that you can do this too with whatever your schedule is. And plus, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll see every single week is completely different. The only consistent day out of my week is Wednesdays. So every single week, my 12-hour shift days change. They're never the same every single week. Every single time I might have different calls, I might have different meetings, I might have scheduled different things. So every single week is an opportunity for you to really make sure that you are using your time wisely and to your advantage. You don't want to be a victim or be triggered by the whole effect of you being too busy and not being able to take care of yourself. Just an example. So anyways, that is my little tangent part of this video. But what I'm gonna do is actually finish up all of this time blocking, add in some of those new icon stickers, and then get to more fun things in my planner. Okay, on to the next part of what I like to call my sequence of planning is basically going and utilizing this bottom right section for my quote of the week. I did kind of use this one sticker. It's kind of overlapping my usual space, but we're gonna make it work however we make it work. But anyways, this is just an area where I like to draw out something that I want to be inspired by, a quote that is in the same mindset where I'm trying to focus, and it's just awesome to be able to be reminded later on down the road of different ways that I kind of prioritize or took a, or oh my gosh, what are the words that I'm trying to say? Basically saw how that week was going, how I needed the inspiration, or what type of inspiration I needed. That's what I was trying to say. Anyways, that is how my brain works, let's be real. So anyways, let me just go ahead and finish this up. Now to the left bottom section. So this is where I track my activities, especially for my partnership business. So in here, it is just basically a habit tracker that I have put together utilizing the lines that are already included in the Passion Planner, but just made it my own, because I do use this big block, but then the small block, you'll see it in a second. That doesn't make any sense. But then I also have added a reflection section also in here, which I'll be slowly adding in. But it is basically a way for me to brain dump any ideas, thoughts, whatever's happening that I need to like write down. That is basically where I have it written down. Also, what went on with this line? This line is like wonky AF. Wow, that is bad. That is gonna drive me insane. Anyways, this is what happens when I get too excited. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up my time blocker here. Not my time blocker. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak today. I'm gonna finish my habit tracker and get on with the rest of the things. Let's get to some fun things. Okay, so first things first is, let me just cover up, I totally forgot to cover up this section. If I do not have a 12-hour shift on Sundays, I usually use this section to add in my goals of the week. So it's just an extra portion of the planner that I'm able to use to my advantage instead of actually using it for the time blocker aspect of it. So cover that up, and then some of the important parts that I also add, which this lovely sticker right here is going to facilitate that for me, is, and end up covering the majority of everything, but that's okay. I usually add in my gratitude, so at least one thing a day that I'm grateful for. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in my label. And then another thing that's super important for me, again, I kind of already mentioned, is my goals. So that section I actually add in where the Sunday should go. I actually have this lovely sticker. I'm kind of obsessed with this new sticker pack, let's be real. That is perfect for writing down my goals. Also going to be labeling that. And then the other thing that I find super helpful when it comes to planning out your week and making sure that you actually do things is creating to-do boxes. And I'm actually going to use these upside down, because that is the magic of a sticker. So what I'm actually going to do is utilize these small boxes as my to-dos, and the reason I do them split up like this is because it does make it easier for my own mind of not getting overwhelmed with the giant to-do list. Instead, I split them up throughout the week so that I focus on them and actually get them done, instead of, and it happens to all of us, but I'm gonna call myself out for this one. If you make a giant to-do list, you're gonna try to do the easiest things first and leave the hardest things for last. Let's be real, we've all done it. It's okay, it's part of being human. But this way, it has just facilitated and helped me at least be able to actually get everything done, and even the hard things, not just focus on the lighter things that can be done in 5 seconds. So that is my little spiel on how to do a to-do list. But anyways, what I'm gonna do now is actually have some fun with some stickers, and yeah, that's the greatest part of this whole thing. Here we go. Here is the finished spread. So obviously I'll be filling out my to-dos, gratitude throughout the week, my goals, the reflection section, and all of my tracker stuff. But I am obsessed with that new Homestead sticker pack. Let's just put it that way. So anyways, hopefully this was helpful, and hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you here for another video very, very soon. Okay, bye.